Welcome to the AggroCast, the official podcast of AggroGamer.com. I am Brian Bentley, and with me, of course, is David Becker and Corey Dockendorf. What's going on, guys?
What's up?
It is episode 87, and for various reasons, mostly on my part, we've got another big gap in time between 86 and 87. So I'm just going to jump right into it. It's been kind of exciting for me as my house was broken into, and they nabbed a laptop, a broken cell phone, my Xbox, my Kinect, and about 15 games sitting on a shelf. They just grabbed and just pulled and dumped into like a bag. So yeah, so it's been pretty exciting for me.
Wow.
Pro.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that, dude. That sucks. Balls, honestly. It really does.
Yeah. And like I was saying before the show, it was funny because, you know, they took the time to disconnect like my entire Xbox system, like making sure they unplugged everything and got the Kinect and everything, but they left $60 cash sitting on the table.
Priorities, man. Video games greater than money.
But
Right.
$60, that buys you another Xbox game, like Gears of War 3.
That is a good point. I would have done that. I would be like, you know what? Snatchy.
Yeah.
No offense, but I would have robbed you blind.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think there's a lot of, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of things that they left because they decided to go through the window they broke in through.
Mm-hmm.
They decided to leave that way instead of walking out the front door. So they didn't try moving my television, like my 50-inch plasma. They left that there. They didn't take, like, next to the laptop that they took was Vanessa's $300 Bose headphones. They didn't take those.
Nice.
They
Yeah.
might not have known that.
It was probably just a bunch
Yeah.
of kids doing something stupid, and we're like, oh
Yeah.
man, score. Xbox.
Yes.
It also sounds like they probably might have gotten caught halfway through,
Yeah, or
especially if they
some.
only took like a handful of games or whatever.
Right. They took my two PS3 controllers, but left the PS3 there.
That's just a dick move.
Like it was
How do
like
you do that?
I'm like wait. I'm like, well, at least with the PS3 we can watch Netflix or, you know, watch movies or whatever. I'm like, what the fucking controllers are gone. What the fuck?
No way to control. That's just a dick move.
Just like, huh? Yeah. So it was the confusion more or less. Like they didn't see my 3DS sitting out or the checkbook that was sitting out. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, we have quality thieves here in Cincinnati. So it's just something to keep in mind. So what about you guys? How are things going for you?
For me, mostly been looking for a new house, going through my own little adventure of all that. And there's just way too much going on with that. That's a hour and a half discussion in itself. So
All right.
I'll
So
leave it there.
next podcast, we're talking about housing.
Yes. But other than that, it's just been same deal, different day.
And what about you, Corey?
I've been training, actually, for the 24-hour game-a-thon for
Nice.
Extra Life. Yeah,
Training.
oh yeah, dude, I wake up every morning, I drink 3 Rockstars, followed by 4 hours of intense Xbox play. After a healthy lunch of Cheez-Its, bacon, and pizza rolls, I dive right into like a rigorous PS3 routine. And then finally, after about a 2-liter of Mountain Dew and barbecue Hot Pockets, I spend the rest of the night getting my frag on with some PC playtime. I'm working hard.
And by PC playtime, he means he's sitting on the pot.
Yeah.
Dude,
Taking the largest dump ever.
I got a cast iron stomach. I have no problem, my friend. No problem. No, yeah, just playing games, trying to keep up with the latest and greatest. That's really it. Works keep me busy, but it's games every night these days, man. Every night.
I hear that. That's awesome.
I need to get back into that routine.
Oh, it's a beautiful routine. It's wonderful. There's
Yeah,
so
'cause
much.
Extra Life,
It's like next week, so.
yeah, it's a week
Yeah.
away.
So I'm excited, and I'm just making sure that I got all my stuff in order. I got all my games ready to go, and I'm ready to partake.
Very nice. Before we get into what you've been playing, let's just use this time for our community spotlight. Once again, we're doing Extra Life, and we're almost down to a week.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's about
we're
8 days.
8 days is where we're at right now.
So go and find us through Extra Life. Obviously, David Becker, Corey Dockendorf, Brian Bentley.
There'll be links.
Donate, because seriously, it's going to children's hospitals, and you really can't go wrong with saving kids. I mean,
if you don't donate, you hate kids.
yeah,
And
that's
I'm gonna
right.
have to go out there and hunt you down.
Yeah, you hate Steve Jobs.
Oh yeah, not donating killed Steve Jobs. It broke
That's
his heart.
right.
Too soon?
That's right.
Too soon?
Hey, I was afraid that Dave was going to make the joke before I could throw one out there.
Wow.
So I struck early.
You
Bam.
did. So I was feeling one coming on in about 10 minutes or so.
That's right. But yeah, definitely donate to Extra Life. I have some extra swag from like E3 or whatever, and if you donate, I'm gonna have some door prize type things and just start drawing names, and we'll send stuff out. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up as I go along. Because I originally, if you remember in the podcast, like I don't know if it was 1 or 2 podcasts ago, I was like, if I raise a bunch of money, I'll totally play Connectimals. Yeah, I can't do that because it was stolen.
Oh.
Yeah,
Your
that's right.
Connectimals was stolen, or just because the
Well,
X?
I don't have Connectimals, but yeah,
Just trying
Yeah.
to catch you there.
right. No, I don't actually own Connectimals. But yeah, it was like I could wait. No, I can't play that because I don't have an Xbox.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's awesome. All right. So, what you been playing, David? Why don't you go ahead and start us off?
For the most part, I've actually been hammering out the new X-Men Destinies game and mixing in every now and then with some Dead Island and Deus Ex, and you got me addicted to Project Legacy on Facebook.
Yeah.
Which makes me sad, but
I'm just waiting for them to release the stuff for Revelations.
Yeah. So I think I'm just about to cap out on everything I can do right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff. I'm kind of like at the end, and I was kind of just dicking around, hoping that they would start releasing the next stuff for Revelations, so I could jump on that.
Hopefully soon.
Now, do you know, and I haven't seen anything on this, is there going to be anything where they can use your save game from Brotherhood for Revelations?
I believe so. I think it's something that I'll translate over through to Uplay.
Oh, okay. So it's just through Uplay. That's good, because my save game is on my Xbox, which is stolen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's how it seems Ubisoft is going everywhere with that.
Well, that's good. Because I was thinking about that. I'm like, damn it, if they have some type of save file thing, I'm going to be pissed.
That's funny.
Yeah. I'm sorry, David. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No problem. Other than all of that, I've been playing the PSN title. I think it's like Roshot or something like that. The weird puzzle platforming game from Sony Online. So
nice.
that pretty much wraps up all that. There should be a review on that stuff coming soon.
Okay, so without obviously giving away your review for X-Men Destiny, it kind of looked a little rough when we saw it at E3. How is it coming out now on the backside? Like now that it's been being released?
Well, I think Corey would be better to go over that since he's actually beaten the whole thing.
What?
Oh,
hey!
Yeah, I've only gotten a little ways in, and I am such a Marvel fanboy that I've enjoyed everything on it. And yeah, things have looked a little rough, and there's a few things that are tricky, but the overall story has me so engrossed in the game that I'm overlooking the gameplay.
All right. So Corey.
Hey! What's up? Real. I just got here.
All right. So Corey's done. Let's go on to.
No, I've been
talk
playing.
X-Men Destiny.
I don't know what he's talking about. I never played that game before. I don't know No, seriously. On this weekend, I picked it up over at Redbox and sat down. Took me 3 days to beat it. I say 3 days. Took me 3 nights. Probably about a good, I don't know, 6 hours of gameplay. It's probably about 2 hours a night, if that. If I was having a good night. Good game. I enjoyed it. There's some discrepancies in the storyline that I disliked. Not necessarily for how it reflected on the Marvel Universe, but specifically choppiness. Something happens, and then it jumps you after you do a couple fight scenes. You enter into another scene, but it doesn't exactly explain how that happens. It's like the whole world is going along behind you, but
What power and character did you choose, though?
Oh, I picked the Jock, and I did the X mode, which is very cool. If you get 4 of the powers, the offensive power, defensive power, the suit, and the utility power of a single X character, you actually get you get a bonus to those abilities, and you get what's called an X mode. I went with Colossus, actually, and did the whole rock thing and became the mega awesome obsidian crazy rock dude, which was really cool. Made the game really just smash buttons, bust faces. And honestly, I didn't even realize until about halfway through the game that I could add more combos by bumping up a leveling system for skills, but I'll explain
spending
more
XP?
Yeah, by spending XP. I didn't know. I got through half the game without spending any XP. And then I realized what happened. I was like, ooh, this is kind of cool. I can throw rocks and make stuff explode and increase my combos. And once that happened, I just destroyed that game. Once I figured that out, I was like, well,
once you started playing it correctly.
Yeah, once I started playing it. Because at first I was like, yeah, this is kind of monotonous. You know, the first half of the game, I was like, wow, it's really boring. Here's the same 3-hit combo I've been doing for the past, day. That sucks. And then the second day comes along, and I'm like, ooh, look at all these cool utilities I have. And I started just beating everybody's face in. So it's a good game. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to help David out with the review a little bit. I recommend, if you're a Marvel fan and you've always been like, I want to create my own mutant, it's really a lot of fun. Just the options you have ahead of you, and the open world that you're able to play with. It seems linear at some points, but it gives you the illusion that it's an open world, which is a lot of fun. But I dig it. It was a pretty good game. There were just a couple discrepancies that I had, but I'll list that more in my review. Other than that, I've been playing Spiral Knights since it's free, which is kind of cool on Steam.
From 3 Rings.
Yeah, from 3 Rings, as a matter of fact. And
you guys,
it's fun. Like, it's a cutesy kill an hour here game. It is a microtransaction game, and speaking of its microtransactions, it's so cheap to play this game. I mean, you can spend $5 and just build suits of armor just for fun. Everything's done through energy, so basically you have 100 energy at the beginning of the day. By entering into dungeons and using elevators to go lower in dungeons, you use 10 energy here, 10 energy there. So you basically can expel 100 energy probably in about 2 hours of straight gameplay, and then you have to either A, wait 24 hours for your energy to replenish itself, or B, buy energy at a nominal fee. I think that if you spend $5, you can get... Oh, I'm sorry. If you spend $2.45, you can get 750 energy, which will last you a pretty good amount of time in the beginning of the game. But everything that you do, crafting armor, going down in dungeon levels, opening special gates, it all costs energy. And as you get higher up in levels, the energy cost goes up. So it comes to a point that it's going to start forcing you to buy energy, unless you're one of those guys that's willing to take your time, because you also have the option you can actually take crowns, which is the monetary unit they have out there, to buy patterns, use auction houses, and convert that into energy at whatever the going rate is. So you have this live auction house that's happening in the background, and if you're willing to just, work on your 100 energy every day and get as many crowns as you possibly can, and then convert that into energy and do all that fun stuff to get what you need to get, you don't have to spend a dime in this game, honestly. You can just continue playing and become awesome. And it's a lot of fun. I recommend it. It's free to play on Steam. Just download it. It's a small download. Takes a little while. Get on there, play, make a character, and you'll be good to go. So that's what I've been doing. Oh, and Battlefield 3. I've been playing a little bit of Battlefield 3 beta, and I hate the rocket launcher. We'll just say that right now. I can't stand the rocket launcher. I think
People noob tubing?
It doesn't work properly. I'm sorry. It works properly. It does not work to the over-exaggeration that I'm used to in other games. So I expect to shoot a rocket and blow up like 9 dudes, but I'll miss somebody and it just makes this little tiny explosion on a rock, and I'm like, yay, okay, whatever. And it takes so long to reload. Oh, then you also get the noobs that get to run around and just blow you up constantly. So it's frustrating, but I plan on doing a review of the beta here soon as well. But that's what I've been playing.
All
right.
So that just leaves me, and so I've been playing a lot of Facebook games. I've also picked up and installed Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion in hopes that if I really like it, then I would jump into Skyrim. And I'm about 20 hours into the game, still not entirely certain if I like it or not. It's a little frantic for me. I would rather be able to take my time and pace myself, but there's some really good things about it. I'm actually still thinking I'm going to buy Skyrim because it looks so beautiful. For the record, I do go out and harvest flowers. I do not get excited about it.
Hippie.
I'm just saying, I don't feel that rush, that sensation that I'm like, woohoo, flowers, like other people. So I just want to let you know I'm okay with that. Now, a game I know that Corey and I have both been playing on Facebook is Dungeons & Dragons Heroes of Neverwinter from Atari.
Mm-hmm.
And so all of a sudden I kind of stopped playing, and here's why.
Okay.
So I'm in a dungeon.
Listen, I'm not sending you any more health potions then. We're going to say this right here live. I'm not sending you shit from here on out.
Blah, 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 blah. So I'm in a dungeon, and I died because I tend to overextend myself and allow myself to... Yeah, I need to suck less.
Okay.
Fine. So they're like, you need... Before you can open up the final chest, you need to have a potion of life. And I'm like, okay. Like, it costs 20 astral diamonds. I'm like, okay, well, all right. You know what? They're like, you can buy astral diamonds. I'm like, okay. So I buy 50 astral diamonds. I'm like, all right, this is fine. I'm like, buy potion. Like, do you want to use your potion on Brian? I'm like, yes, I do. I'm still dead.
Really?
I'm like, the fuck? I just spent real money, and I'm still dead.
Time out.
What?
Did you buy a potion of healing, or did you buy a potion of life?
Potion of life.
Okay. Was it your turn?
It can't be my turn. I'm dead.
No, okay. Well, I'm just saying. It's in beta. I mean, it's not a released game. It's not fully released. There will be bugs. Did you?
But I can't. I couldn't figure out how. I went to help. It said it didn't really. The help is pretty useless.
No, yeah.
I sent a message to their Twitter account. I got no response. I'm like, bought a potion of life. Actually spent real money. Didn't work. What can I do? Nothing.
See, that's it. It's in beta, so I refuse to spend real money on this game because it's in beta. There's no way, because of situations like that.
Yeah, so I sort of stopped. I haven't decided if I'm going to play again. You don't have a lot of energy, so you can only play like one dungeon.
One or two, maybe. Two of you do 2 small dungeons.
And it's like, I don't know. It's not. I mean, maybe you're having a different experience, but it's not that fun.
Well, I play Dungeons and Dragons. I play every other week in a home game with the 4th edition rules, and I find this clever. I think it's fun. I think it's a interesting time sink. I'm not big on Facebook games, but I thought I'd give this one a try because it was Dungeons and Dragons. Since I haven't spent any money, I don't feel like I've lost anything. So I go in, and if I die in a dungeon and I just wasted my energy, I'm like, oh, guess I'm not going to play Facebook today. Click, close that window, and move on and go play Spiral Knights or something. If since I'm not doing microtransactions, I go in there, I play my dungeon or 2 dungeons, and I don't have enough energy, I stop playing. I'm like, okay, I'll wait till tomorrow. I really go in there to collect the rewards on a daily basis. It's fun. I wish there was more customization. Unfortunately, you don't have that option. Basically, when you level up, you get this power or that power. And you can make a really crappy build and not help anybody out. So it's a give and take. I think it's interesting because you can also, if you have friends that are higher level than you, that are actually investing money and time into this game, you can use them in early levels and basically power level yourself through these levels. So you don't ever actually spend anything. You just make a really awesome party and blow through these levels, and you just get the free loot, which is kind of cool. Like I have a buddy that I play with right now. He's level 6. I'm level 2. I just throw him in my party, and he's a healer, so I don't ever have healing issues ever.
Oh. You're a sucky healer, by the way.
I'm not a healer. I'm a lancer. So I shoot people pew pew. I'm a cleric, but I'm a pew pew cleric. So
you're a shitty cleric.
You know what? I'm a cleric, not a healer. Damn it. So it's give or take. So right now, I don't recommend anybody picking it up because it's beta, but when it goes live, give it a shot. Play a couple rounds, play a couple days. If it's for you, yes. If not, whatever.
And Corey, start playing Dragon Age again.
Okay, I'll start playing that.
I've been trying to use you on some of the easier stuff.
Yeah, okay. I'll level up there. So.
All right. Okay. So that's enough of that.
Cool.
Again, I would play some Xbox games, but that's right, it got stolen. So we should move right along because we have to make our 40-minute time window. With Care Don't Care. You guys ready?
Ready.
Don't care.
David, you're up. All right. So Corey's answered. David, you're not up first because Corey just took over.
All right.
All right. So David, you're up first. Number 1. Do you care or not care when DLC is announced and given a date before the game is even released?
I actually do care. Because part of that, even though sometimes it's not the case, it does feel like they're just kind of getting ready to nickel and dime you later on down the road. I understand sometimes they've got they want to get stuff in a game, don't have the time for it. Kind of like what happened with Portal 2.
Yeah.
Where they announced the DLC before Portal 2 came out, but then are like, we're giving it away for free. So to me, that seems like it was something they didn't have fully ready to release yet, but still wanted it to be in the game. So that's why they announced it that way. Whereas, other games were like, oh yeah, we're coming out with DLC, and the game just launched like 2 days ago. Resident Evil 5 is a good example of that.
Yeah.
When they announced that, the game will come out, and by the way, a week from now you can play multiplayer, and all that stuff. So, I do care when they do that, unless they specifically explain why they're announcing the DLC right around launch. It just feels pushed.
Yeah. Exactly. Corey, you're up.
I care because I agree with David on that one, is that if you're going to announce DLC and be like, we just released this game 2 days later, hey, we just released DLC, they have it in their back pocket. They probably have a stream of stuff they're going to release piece by piece, and I don't want to play a game like that. I want to play a game like Dragon Age where, hey, we released this, we know we're going to release more content, but we're going to space it out far enough to actually make the content worth it, rather than, hey, we rushed this out really quick because this is what you guys asked for, and we're going to call it quote-unquote DLC type deal.
Right.
So yeah, I care, and usually when a company does that, I'm usually leery of the DLC content, and I'd rather wait till something worth it was coming out.
Sure.
Magicka is a good example. They do DLC. They're always like, hey, we got DLC coming out. Here, spend $2 and get some new costumes with new specs and new this and new that. Which is cool because it doesn't really... It's more for replay value than it is actually additional game options. So, they gave you multiplayer a while back and all this other stuff. But otherwise, I like just... If you're going to give me just little stuff, that's cool. Just like cosmetic things. I don't mind if that's out within a day or two. But don't give me something that you've been holding on to because you just were lazy and didn't get it in the game.
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely in the care department. What kind of made me throw this into the list was Deus Ex,
Mhm.
where they had announced it and it came out pretty soon after the release, but they actually didn't reuse any of the assets. They actually redid a lot of the they redid the assets for the DLC. So what you were actually getting was, I mean, you really were getting something for your money.
Right.
Yeah.
Um, so in those cases, I feel, it's, I don't want to say it's okay, but like they wanted to do this and they were unable to get it done in the time frame that they had. So they created and then they gave you something more on top of it, and then I'm okay
Yeah.
with something like that. Um, all right, Corey, you're up first on the next one. Care or don't care that some sites and podcasts are already talking about Game of the Year.
I care because a lot of those people, these journalists that are getting their hands on these games early, and they're like, oh, well, it's the greatest game ever, before it's even launched. I mean, how can you say that? I mean, I know a lot of people are going to say, like, Skyrim's Game of the Year. Really? We still have, like, a month out. Anything could happen and change between now and then. It could still get pushed back, and then what are you going to do? So, I think it's a little early. We have a very big fall ahead of us. Gears of War just came out. Battlefield's not even out yet. Modern Warfare 3.
City, Modern
Arkham
Warfare.
City. Yeah, there's so many games. I don't think that you can announce it until at least holiday season to start at least claiming that you are going to do Game of the Year.
Yeah.
See, I kind of despise that people get to call it out early because, oh, well, I've already played the game. So, I mean, that's like me saying, okay, well, Diablo 3 is Game of the Year because I'm going to play hands-on at BlizzCon. I can't say that because at any point that can change. So, yeah, I care, and I don't think that that's good journalism. I think you need to wait and actually get your hands on with launch dates and see what responses are before you can start announcing Game of the Year.
Yeah. David, to you?
I am in complete agreement. I do care because it's just being sensationalist on a blog or anything like that, or a website, because all it's doing is going, look, I've said that your favorite game is going to be our pick for Game of the Year.
Yep.
Yet, there's a lot of game like Uncharted 3, Silent Hill, all sorts of games that are still set to come out. That I mean, granted, yes, you got people who are like, oh, Gears of War 3, Game of the Year, or whatever, Modern Warfare, whatever. It's just going, yes, I'm getting views because I'm saying your game is going to be Game of the Year because everybody knows that's going to be a big game.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's like, I don't think any of them are going to really flop, but I think it's way too soon to call Game of the Year. If anything, wait at least until, I wouldn't even say the holiday season. I'd say wait until at least after Christmas to declare Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Because that gives you a week, roughly, to go, this is the best game. And if something comes out in that week,
Which
then,
nothing ever
you gotta,
does.
Yeah, which nothing ever does. But in the weird instance that would happen,
Right.
you're less, it's less likely to have, some kind of screw up that way.
Yep.
And that way you've had a chance to actually play and see all that stuff. Because even if you've got a review copy early, like if I had a review copy of Arkham City right now, Uncharted 3, Modern Warfare 3, I could be sitting here going, yeah, these are games of the year, but I haven't played Elder Scrolls yet.
Yep.
Right.
I haven't played Assassin's Creed Revelation.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many other games that could come out that could just go, holy crap, that was just fucking brilliant.
Right. And a game that you think is going to be brilliant, it could be buggy when it comes out.
Yep.
It's true.
Perfect. Okay, then that's a perfect example. Rage, which everybody said was going to be great, and we've heard nothing but graphics issues since release. Hello. So it's stuff like that anything can happen at a release.
Right. I mean,
it's just horrible to declare something. It's like saying best game ever, because there's always the opportunity of something better to come along.
Super Mario Brothers 3.
Yeah.
Okay, that actually might be. No, I'm just kidding. Although I do like me some Super Mario Brothers 3.
It's just there's too much sensationalism in grabbing your attention by saying best game ever, or best game or game of the year, when we're not even, we still have 3 months, and it's the big 3 months.
Right.
for gaming.
Too much coming out to be announcing already.
Especially considering, like, I mean, I have pre-orders already set for Revelation, Skyrim. Well, I haven't actually gotten Skyrim, and Zelda for Skyward Sword.
Yeah,
And, like,
exactly.
and those 3 games are coming out like almost within a week of each other. So, yeah, I'm can only really echo most of everything you guys have said, but.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was just one of those things. I put it in the list because I'm like listening to a podcast, and he's like, "Well, it's definitely going to be up there for Game of the Year." I'm like, "It's like it was like the end of August. They were talking about Resistance 3, and I'm like, how do you even?
Yeah, it's too early. Too soon.
Yeah, I'm like, how do you even start throwing around phrases like that?
Yeah,
And
I'll say it right now. Little Big Planet 2, Game of the Year.
there you
Came
go.
out in January. Bam.
Well played.
It's the game of that day.
Yes.
Can definitely say that. All right, Corey, David, we're back to you.
Mhm.
Number 3 is people who use handicap parking spots who clearly aren't disabled.
Hate them. I care. Kill them. Break their legs and make them handicapped to earn that spot. But then again, I also believe that a lot of those handicapped people who have them don't deserve them either. Because I've seen people who are, I have like a bad knee from some horrible injury, but I qualify for a handicap sticker.
Right.
So I'm going to get one. I mean, shit, I could qualify for a handicap sticker because of my diabetes.
Nice.
So I'm just saying, I don't, but I can.
Well, can you get one
So
and
I do
send
care.
it to me? That'd be cool.
No.
It's
But
based
I
on-
do care.
Yeah.
I do care, and if I ever catch somebody like that, I will make sure that they've earned the right to park in that spot.
Word. Corey, it's over to you.
I care. That's just a dick move. Honestly, I mean, you're not supposed to park there, and you're the douchebag that parks there. Don't be that guy. Just don't be that guy, and we'll all get along fine. Just don't be that dude.
My favorite, and of course I care about this, are the people who do it, and then they as soon as they step out of the car, they look around.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, I'm like, if you're going to be ballsy enough to park there, don't pretend you're being sneaky. If you're going to do something like that, just be like, you know what? If I'm going to be a dick, I'm going to be a huge dick, and walk out and be like, what's up?
Own it.
Fine.
Own it.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely. Oh God, it is one of those things that just really, especially around Christmas time.
Oh.
If I ever had to take, my grandmother has one because she's had multiple back surgeries. She cannot walk that far, so she actually has one for a reason. And when she's with me, is the only time I ever use it. Or I'll drop her off and then park the car somewhere else. I don't. Sometimes I don't even use it. I'll drop her off at the door. But then there are these people who, especially around the holidays, and they use these things, and you're like, God damn you people! You just don't you feel like part of your soul just burning? I mean, David, you don't have one, but so it's fine. But
Oh yeah.
But other people.
I can see. I think I can sympathize.
Corey, over to you for number 4. Star Wars: The Old Republic release date announced December 20th.
I hope World of Warcraft 4.3, patch 4.3 comes out that day. Just saying. I care because obviously it's a very popular MMO coming out, and it's a very big IP that a lot of people are going to want to play. My issue is the time frame for Christmas, because you've got 5 days between them, and everybody's going to want that game. So good on Star Wars: The Old Republic and saying, hey, here we are 5 days before Christmas. It's going to be one of the most wanted games. If you want it, buy it now and play. But then you also have the people that pre-ordered it and are going to have previous access. You'll have beta access. So I don't know. I care, and the 20th is cool. I'm not going to pick it up till after Christmas. I'll tell you that right now. There's too many other things coming out, and I have too many other things to play than to worry about another MMO.
All right, David, to you.
Um, I actually do care because it is a great marketing strategy, but
Mm-hmm.
as far as I go, that's like a week that I normally would have off from work. So instead of actually having to take time off from work to sit at home and
Mm.
play it like all the WoW fanboys do, Corey, uh,
Nice.
I'll actually have the time off so I could sit there and do it. Since most of the time it's, maybe 3 to 4 hours throughout the entire time that I'm actually away doing family stuff. So
I will. Yeah, I'm a fanboy. I won't lie. I would do the same thing. Day one. Let's go.
I only care in that I agree with Corey. I think it's something that at first I was going to be all about pre-ordering it and getting in early or whatever. And since it is so close to Christmas, I think I'm just going to wait until after Christmas and then get it then. Just because I know that that's going to be a time where I'm going to be like, doing last minute shopping and doing all these other things, and we have to travel for Christmas. So I just know I'm going to be spending a lot of time and I'm not going to be playing. So,
Agreed.
makes perfect sense.
yeah. All right. Back over to you, David. The changes to the UI of Facebook. Care or don't care?
Don't care at all. Yes, I can Facebook while I Facebook, but I honestly don't care. They're trying to push forward. Go Facebook. People, people always rail against change. It's always going to happen. It doesn't matter. Even if they put like a little tiny, just a different icon up there, everybody's going to go ballistic over it. So, I honestly don't care. I, I don't agree with some of the changes they're going to be doing, but as far as the UI goes, it's nothing.
Yeah. Corey, over to you.
I agree with David. Don't care because change is good. Just let Facebook change. Let it evolve. It's a social network. All social networks evolve. Yeah, you don't like where they put the button today. Shut up. Move on. You know where it is. Let's just keep going. So.
Yes. Yeah, I don't really care either. I just thought it was hilarious that there's people who are just going ballistic over this. Like it was, like you would, like honestly, you had thought that the Facebook employees came in their house, took their kittens, and put them under car wheels so they could get killed. Like I was just like appalled at some of these people. But of course, I will say, favorite email from that time was the email that Facebook telling me that they're going to send me less email.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you sent me an email to tell me you're going to send me less email. How about you just send me less email? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're back to Corey. Diablo 3 being delayed.
makes me sad. But
That is not your choices are care or don't care.
sad or not sad? No, of course I care. But you know what? Blizzard's their MO is it's ready when it's ready, and I would rather have them take their time and build me a better game than rush something out, rage, and completely screw up the Diablo franchise. I'll wait. I'll patiently wait. I've waited 10 years. What's a couple months? Really?
And over to you, David.
Don't care at all.
And he's done.
Plain and simple. I don't play Diablo. I've never played much of Diablo. I have.
Which is interesting because of all the people that should play Diablo, you are that person. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. But no, don't care.
I only care because it's going to be my new job. Honestly, though, I have thought about it. Of when it comes out, I'm going to quit my job and I'm just going to play Diablo in hopes of making that my career. See if I can do it. See if we can live on me selling stuff in the real world auction.
I was just gonna make it a part-time job so I could work at night. Do 8 hours then, 8 hours of the day at my regular job, and nap in between. I'd be good to go.
All right, back to David. Number 7, Xbox Live having live TV.
I do care about that. It would actually give me a reason to purchase Xbox Gold membership and actually use my Xbox because they're pushing further than the PSN is right now with all that. And if I could get rid of most of the cable channels that I have to pay extra for, I'm all about that. Granted, the list they just recently put out there doesn't have all of the channels I would want, but it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
So I
Corey?
do care.
Oh,
Um,
sorry.
I care because I use the HBO Go app on my phone. I use Netflix on a regular basis. I'm already in the mode of streaming, so the fact that I can get rid of my cable box and just run on demand, which is how I watch most of my stuff anyways, on Xbox Live, I'm already a gold member. It's a no-brainer. Kick down.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely in the care department also, just for that very reason. I don't know if it's going to be like this week or next week. I am paying again. I'm paying my DirecTV bill, and it's like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Why do I keep paying for this when I only watch, like honestly, the channels that I really, really watch are Sci-Fi. I'm sorry, Sci-Fi.
No, CP, you're right. That's how it's pronounced.
Yeah, Sci-Fi, FX, and then the general broad, like Fox and, I will be watching Monday night. I'll be watching ESPN because I got to watch the Bears.
Which, hey, they already have an ESPN app. I'm just saying. That's already there.
Yeah. So so really, other than that, and I watch HBO because I got to watch me some Game of Thrones. So, there are a lot of channels in there. Okay, maybe I watch like TNT and USA and stuff like that, but there are a shitload of channels in them between, like, say 245 and 500 that I never ever turn on.
But you don't watch HGTV? Come on, man. You don't watch Home and Garden Network?
Nope.
Oprah? Seriously?
Yeah, no, I don't catch the Oprah. Don't really watch me a whole lot. I guess AMC. I need me Walking Dead.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't really. So I think this would be great if they had the pieces that I wanted. I would absolutely dump my DirecTV.
I would love if Microsoft just said, hey, you know what? We're going to do a la carte. You pick the channels that you want and call it a day. I'd be like, yes, done. Thank you.
Brilliant.
I buy this. My Xbox Live membership is $60 a year, and then whatever I pay for TV will be hundreds of dollars less than I pay on my cable bill. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
So.
All right, so our last topic, it's going to Corey to start us off. Care or don't care about people who care more about their Facebook games than actual real people?
I care about you, Brian. I do. I worry about you.
See? You're such a dick.
Amazing.
You walked into that
Point
one.
Corey.
No, honestly, I don't care because there are some people that's what they need. Some people are just lonely and need to have something to make themselves social on. And if that's a social network and it just happens to be Facebook and you're going to spend $100 on your stupid fish tank, that's awesome. That's great. That's your pick. Yeah, I don't care. Whatever. It's cool. That's good for them. That's where their world is just the same as me spending $60 a week to play whatever the latest greatest game is and kill hours on end. In my own world, people just do it on Facebook. Good for them. If you want to ignore people that way, that's cool. I'll ignore people my way. Done.
All right, and then to you, David.
I honestly don't know anybody outside of you that does that, Brian. So.
See?
Oh, come on.
I'm joking.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. But seriously, yeah.
Come on, he had his stuff stolen.
Yeah, if somebody's going to spend more time playing games than talking to people on Facebook, by all means do that. That's what you're doing.
You're playing games. That counts.
Yeah. So, I mean, granted, yeah, it seems a little odd that you would do that, but it's no worse than anybody who plays WoW all the time, Corey.
Dick. Why you gotta throw my WoW addiction in there? I'm just saying.
Just try.
Well done.
Yeah.
I only care in that you find yourself, especially in the Facebook games, they push this, is that they have you on these timers, and they are just like telling you, you have to be back attached to your computer in 2 hours so that you can harvest this crop, or you have to run this thing or do this or do that, and it's like people start changing their schedules around a timer, and you're just like, what? You know, I mean, I find myself doing. I'm like, okay, I need to make sure that I stop myself. You know, I have to make sure I check in like 2 hours from now because I don't want that to go away. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, I know. I agree.
So, well, I think we are going to be cutting this a little short. So
Yeah,
I'm thinking that since we actually got one in the books, that we should try to like get one going again like pretty soon. So
I concur.
I completely agree with
all
I
right.
say let's do a back-to-back one. We'll do this one, and then we'll do another one and get it out there and give you
Yeah,
guys
that's what
that
I'm
much
saying.
more AggroCast.
Right.
Exactly.
Again, make sure you check. You can find Corey on Pwn and Twitter and all those things as Mythic Griffin. You won't actually want to contact him, but if you did, you could just use that. David is the real Hades.
Because there ain't no fake one.
Right, as opposed to the fake. I'm done. I'm writing that down right now. I'm going to set up that account. Fake Hades. And you can find me as Quiglin. Definitely go out and check out our Extra Life pages and get to the donatings. So go ahead and do that. Do you guys have any parting thoughts before we wrap this up?
Yeah, friend Brian on Facebook because he needs people to play games with. So.
And be wary of zombie Steve Jobs.
And don't park in handicap spots.
Right, because otherwise Hades will beat the crap out of you.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
All right. So that is, but I've already forgotten. It's episode 87. Damn it. All right. So we will catch you guys very soon. Leave us comments in the article or send an email to bbentley@aggrogamer.com. All right. From the guys here, we are out of here. Peace.
Later. Bye.
Later.